recording in progress. And then Mandy didn't say hello, so I decided, let me take the initiative. Hello!
We're in the very jolly, happy sign of Leo today. I think Harley's getting overexcited because he is a Leo and Sharon is a Leo. And I'm the complete opposite of Leo. So yeah, we are here today because we're going to do some Astro Tarot readings, all directed at the fact that there's going to be a new moon in Leo on Sunday, the 8th of August. And at 2:50 p.m. in the afternoon, UK time, that is the moment that it becomes a new moon, when the sun and the moon in the sky are on exactly the same degree, both in the sign of Leo. What time would that be in Kuwait, Khalid?
That would be 4:50 p.m.
And Sharon?
And that would be 9:50 a.m. in the Eastern time zone and 6:50 a.m. for Pacific.
Yes, unfortunately we don't have Cassidy today. She will be back with us next time. So yeah, I mean, there's a few astrological things that this new moon is connecting with, but I would say the tightest one is the fact that it's got a challenging aspect with Uranus in Taurus. So what do you think that might mean for people, Harley, that square with Uranus?
I think it's a good opportunity for people to kind of think about things they'd like to change in their lives, and particularly things they feel stuck with, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And to think about like systematic issues as well. And there's, as you noted, there's also in your notes, like there's a conjunction with Mercury.
Yes.
You know, so it's Moon, Sun, Mercury. So maybe for the moon work, it would be good to like try to manifest something related to communication or thinking or writing, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Marvelous. Well, I'm going to be doing my tarot readings with my good old faithful Rider-Waite coins deck. How about yourself, Khalid?
I'm using what's becoming one of my favorites, the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti.
Marvelous. And Sharon?
And Khalid has inspired me. I pulled out my Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti.
Oh, well, okay. So
inspired me to read my cards.
Once again, I feel like the odd one out. So
you are. You're the freaking Aquarius. It's like
yes, stubborn old Aquarius reading with the good old faithful deck. Okay. So the way this works, just in case this is the first time anyone's tuned in, we're focusing all the readings on that new moon that's coming into Leo, and kind of like, you know, how you could benefit the most from this energy. And we're going to do a reading for every single one of the 12 signs. So if you've got your sun, moon or rising sign in the sign that the reading is about, this will apply. And I know that Khalid is going to do the cardinal signs.
Right.
Sharon, Sharon's going to do the fixed signs, and I'm going to do the mutable signs. So Khalid, take it away. Let's go for it.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to be asking the tarot for any useful advice, particularly for those interested in moonwork. On the date of the new moon in Leo, which is happening on August 8th. Sorry, August 8th. And so I'm doing the cardinal signs. So I'm going to be covering Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. Okay. And we're going to be starting with Aries. So what is the advice for anyone with the sun, the moon, or the ascendant in the sign of Aries on the occasion of this new moon in Leo? Oh, okay. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward, it seems, but before I before I say what seems obvious, let me see if there's anything else that I can pick up. Oh my God. This is pretty striking. So, okay, so this is the Temperance card. Okay, so I don't know if you can notice, so there's the sun at the bottom, and there's the planet that has the reddish hue of Mars, and Mars rules Aries, just on top. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And the sun is exalted in Aries. So just astrologically, it's you wouldn't think of temperance as being connected to any of this, but
Right.
there it is. Okay, so I think this is sort of it's suggesting to me that that fiery energy, it's a fiery combo, Leo and Aries, you know? So if you've got the sun and or moon or ascendant in Aries, I think it would be good for you to think about all those parts of your psyche or areas of your life even in which you tend to like follow the Aries impulse and be like just act how you feel like acting or talk how you feel like talking before thinking of the potential consequences, short or long term, you know? Yeah, there's a call to kind of really temper that fire of like that impulse of fire, which just wants to just explode at the moment, to temper it with water. And it's very clear here because you have water in one cup and fire in the other. And I think the water is the emotions of other people who are involved in what you feel like saying or doing. And the fire is what feels like it wants to jump out of you. So definitely try to temper the two, to think about how what you want to say or do is going to impact others. Um, and yeah, so basically, and then that insight, bring it to your manifestation. So whatever you want to manifest, make sure that it's not just about you, and that it takes into consideration also all the potential, like, yeah, long-term psychological effects of, yeah, what it is that you want to manifest.
Nice. Very nice.
So I'm reading for fixed signs today. That's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And I'm going to start out with Leo since we're doing fire first. Let's see what we got. We got the Page of Swords.
Oh.
And this page is a little different from the traditional Rider-Waite. He's got his sword pointing down. He doesn't have it up and waving it. He's actually listening. He's even got his hand in a very relaxed position, like he's not gripping that knife to stab us. He's like, okay, I'm standing back and I'm listening. So for Leos, this is a very, very good time to listen. The universe whispers. It doesn't yell. It doesn't put things right in your face. It whispers. So while you're doing your moon work, while you're doing your magic, listen. Don't be just waiting for that moment for you to put in your opinion. Actually hear what's being said.
I like it.
Wow. Amazing. Very nice. Okay. So moving on to the mutable signs. So I'm reading for, first of all, Sagittarius. I'm going to shuffle in all of mine right now. So I'm going to be doing Sagittarius, then Virgo, then Gemini, and finally Pisces. So those are the mutable signs, but starting with the fire sign of Sagittarius, what is, I'm going to do all 4 cards, I'm going to lay them out, but what is the best advice I can give you on this new moon coming into Leo on the 8th of August 2021? How can you get the best out of this new moon? Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, hello. Well, the first message is, if you are Sagittarius, remember it's a new moon in Leo that you're very kind of like aligned with. Do the moon work, Sagittarius. Actually, take notice of this, right? Because the moon card just come up. It's come up upright. And it's, yeah, I mean, I am honestly sort of like feeling that is the big message. It's be aware of the moon. Don't just let this new moon in Leo come and go. Like actually kind of give it a little bit of acknowledgement on that date, on the 8th of August, because I feel that Sagittarius is a very kind of adventurous, kind of exploratory sort of energy. This moon card is definitely kind of like, it's showing that there is a path, and if you start to walk the walk, you'll start to see that path light up, and you'll see where that path is leading you. And maybe the first step is by doing the moon work on the 8th of August, and that may well just focusing in on it, inspiration may very well come to you to start walking the walk and just see where it takes you. That is the message that I've got for the Sagittarians.
I think it's
Nice.
really interesting that all 3 of us for the fire signs, we got cards that are more like, it's like the messages were like, look inside,
Yes.
think, stop, be more receptive. And even though the Page of Swords is often like more proactive, in Sharon's version,
Yes.
it was like, it came across as just stop and listen to the voices inside.
Yeah,
Which
that is very
also,
true.
yeah,
Very true.
oh, that's really interesting, you know. So yeah, I guess it sort of makes sense, you know, because Leo's fixed fire and we've already got fire.
Who needs the Oracle deck when we've got you, Harley?
All right, so I'm gonna be now asking for advice for anyone with the sun, moon, or ascendant in the cardinal earth sign of Capricorn. Right. So what would be useful for anyone, particularly someone thinking of doing moon work on the date of the new moon in Leo, who has a sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn? Wow. How interesting. So this is one of the cards that are read as either Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and I'm getting it for Capricorn. Let's see. Okay, so I got this card reversed, but I'll show it to you upright first. This is the Queen of Wands upright.
Ah.
And I got her reversed. And so normally when she's upright, the message is kind of develop, yeah, go ahead with your instinct to develop your own will, your own vision of what you and your reality should be. But this is reversed, and there's sort of, at least now, as I'm looking at this card, I'm getting a smug, complacent, not complacent, a smug, like self-centered look from her face. And I feel like that combined with the reversal is saying, try to kind of modify the ambition that's currently here so that it's less centered on yourself. Right? So maybe around this time you might feel like, no, it's really interesting. I really do feel like it is about the energy of that Leo new moon, because this is one of the Leo cards, right? One of the Leo court card. So, and like Leo, Capricorn can often be quite ambitious, right? And stubborn also, right? Liking to take charge. And I feel like this is saying, yeah, make sure your moon work intention isn't overly focused on yourself to the point of being selfish and yeah, inconsiderate of others and potentially destructive. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You're Capricorn rising, aren't you? Okay. So mine is oh no, it's Sharon now, isn't it? Sorry.
I'm gonna read for Taurus. I went ahead and laid all three of the rest of my cards down while you were doing yours.
Yeah.
So if you have Taurus, Sun,
Yep.
Moon, or Rising, I forgot all the words. It's Mandy.
Yeah. That's me, Taurus rising.
I got the Moon in reverse.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
So let me think about this for a minute. Let me look at it up right. So white wolf and a German shepherd. Okay. Now, the dogs are chained to the water. They cannot move. They're chained and they're forced to be separate. Do you see those chains?
Yeah.
Okay. And the lobster's coming up and the moon is enormous. They're chained to where they cannot be their true selves, or they cannot learn each other and get closer to each other. So this is telling me that during this new moon, embrace those aspects of yourself that you keep contained in your subconscious, those things that you have those impulses to explore, nothing illegal or dangerous, but those parts of you that you know are there, but you've always put in a box because they were too weird or too unusual, or you were worried about what people might think. Unchain those aspects of yourself that you've buried. Explore who you could have been and who you could be.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Have fun.
And I love
Thank
how
you.
like the idea of being like chained, fixed, like it just matches like the fixed earth quality of Taurus
Yes.
and how they can. Taurus is known that they can get stuck in their habits, and especially habits that are part of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's pretty cool.
I almost
Okay.
want to start singing "Take a Walk on the Wild Side."
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And I kind of like feel you're saying that, Sharon, but I feel it is a new moon in Leo. So it is almost saying, you know, life is short, have some fun, go out of your comfort zone and do something that would be a fun thing that maybe you lacked the confidence to explore.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
okay, Sagittarius. Oh no, I've done Sagittarius. What I'm talking about, Virgo, mutable Earth. Virgo. What is the message for anyone who has sun, moon, or rising in Virgo for the new moon in Leo? Okay, so it's going completely opposite to Leo here. I've got the Queen of Swords upright. I just feel, I mean, Aquarius really is the complete opposite of Leo. And I've just feel the Queen of Swords is very Aquarius. But this is for the Virgo people. And Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is very sort of using your head and using your brain. So I'm going to go with that for this. I do feel focus on this new moon on on things that you need to give some thought to and some clarity to, and some where you need to kind of use your brain at its best. This is a queen. This is not some low level air sign card. This is high level. So use this new moon to make the right decisions about things, do the right research on something, get some headspace about something, so that you kind of so that you actually make, rather than be mutable, which is the natural thing for Mercury, I think maybe be your mutable self in terms of explore and do the research on something, but make a very much more Aquarian decision once you've got all the necessary information. That's what I'm getting if you are a Virgo for this new moon in Leo.
This is very interesting because I know you said that for you the Queen of Swords is very Aquarius, but like that there is a perfectionism in her, and there's also this tendency to kind of really want reality to conform to her expectations, and that is also part of the Virgo archetype, you know, because like they have
that's a good point.
very exact vision of how
That's-
things should be, you know.
I was just
So-
looking at my Marchetti tarot with Khalid before we started this, and one thing that kind of tripped me up was the Queen of Swords had the Virgo symbol and the Libra symbol on her, and I was like, what? So
For me, she, because I'm Aquarius, she's very Aquarian. It's that, you know, it is that kind of fixed energy. It's that decisiveness. That's I totally agree with you about, I can see the Virgo there. I think at the end of the day, when she makes a decision, she makes a very clear-headed and definite decision. And I think that is Aquarian. So but, I mean, we could have a whole podcast about this. Like, to be honest, the fact of the matter is that the tarot reading for the Virgos on this particular new moon would be to ultimately feel very, very clear in your head about something that needed thinking through properly and deciding on.
You know, for me, that resonates with the conjunction with Mercury.
Yes.
Given that Mercury does rule Virgo, you know.
Yes, true. Yeah. I mean, the interconnection is amazing, really.
It is, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The air signs then.
Now we move to the air signs, and I'm going to be asking for advice for anyone with the sun, moon, or ascendant in the cardinal air sign, that is Libra. And so, given that Sharon has her ascendant in Libra, I hope this will be useful for Sharon. I hope it'll resonate with you, Sharon, in some way. Okay, right. I often get really intense cards. I don't know why. Oof, okay, gosh. And you'll understand my reaction once I show you this card, but I just want to sit with it for a bit. Okay, so this is a very intense version of the devil.
What?
Take a walk on a wild side.
Look at how the reverse pentagram on this helmet on his head, which is very interestingly also covering his eyes. And then there's an upright pentagram in the background. And I feel like that visual kind of juxtaposition there is sort of, it resonates with the Libra archetype balancing kind of act, you know? And then these two figures dancing also. And I feel like that number 2 here is important also. It's coming out as, again, part of the balancing equation. So, opposites, there's something like that's calling to mind the Justice card, because again, Justice is blind, right? So I feel like this is saying, this is a call for Libra to look at those habits. Okay, here it's coming. Okay. Those habits that are ingrained habits that can either, okay, they can either be self-destructive because they move the person in the direction of pleasing others too much, okay? Or they can actually end up being harmful towards others because they're like giving them signals or like giving them messages that are actually not in their best interest, but they're what they want to hear. So then we go
Mm.
back to that Libran kind of tendency to err on the side of pleasing everyone and showing everyone what they want to see rather than what they should see and what they should know, right? So there's a danger of self-deceit and deceiving the other. Um, if you go with the tendency, and it's a self-serving one because it's the nature, right? You don't want, like you prefer to avoid conflict, right? So, and you prefer to maintain harmony sometimes at any cost. And here the cost is deceiving yourself or deceiving others by kind of just avoiding, that's it. And this is coming again, avoiding the ugly truth.
Whoa.
Avoiding the ugly truth, right? So, no, this is a call to actually confront the ugly truth and make it part of your conscious intention on this own. And yeah, make it part of your conscious intention in anything that's regarding yourself. If you're focusing the manifestation on yourself, and also make it part of your conscious intention if you're focusing the manifestation on other people or your relationship with other people. So focus on the negative parts that you tend to avoid because they just put you in a state of discomposure. Okay, so there it is for Libra, the devil.
Gosh. Wow.
I think at this point, see, that didn't really resonate with me, but I think I'm in that unique position where I'm with a group of people that encourages and allows me to state when I'm not happy or I don't feel like I have to people please or pander to the people that I'm with, you guys,
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm able to state my mind without feeling like I'm being aggressive or how do you say, you said the word conflict in a
Yeah,
conflict.
yeah,
You guys, I'm so comfortable with you. I'm able to be me. So
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not going to resonate with me because I'm in a really unique position of
But
being
I
with
think it does resonate with you that you can relate back to that
I certainly can. Oh,
as a
very
Libra
harmful.
rising. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as a Libra rising, because you're the ones who saved me from it, you know. So maybe this would be, it's been almost full circle, a year. So this would be a really good time for me to reflect on the
Mm.
changes that I've been able to go through and how much healthier I am now
Yeah,
as opposed to recent past. That's a really, there we go. That's how it could pertain to me because you guys have made a world of difference with me. I cannot thank you enough of how
no, no,
grateful
you're
I am to
welcome.
have friends like you in my life.
No, the same goes in the other way. We're lucky to have you. But I just
Absolutely.
also want to add that the fact that you have the sun in Leo, and we're talking about new moon in Leo, that is a major counterbalance, you know, because the sun is huge, and Leo's sun is like what I am and what I am, what I want. And, you know, if you don't fit, just go. So yeah.
I have always
So
said I'd sell that damn Libra ascendant for a quarter.
any Librans don't get offended.
No, all right. So fixed air Aquarius.
Yes. That'll be me.
I got the 4 of coins in reverse. Let me show him to you
Okay.
upright. Oh, he's beautiful. And the upright position, he's got that ship behind him, which he's got dreams, travel and seeing the world and trying new things and new foods and this and that. But then he's got that chest in front of him and that coin he's holding on to and a globe. So it's like he's so concerned, he's so afraid of not having that security that he's gotten this small representation of the world he's missing. You save and you save and you save just in case, just in case, just in case. And this has happened in my world several occasions where you have all this money in the bank and you're safe and you're going to be fine. And then something happens. Poof, gone. Somebody else is going to get your money. Okay, Aquarius? I'm not saying don't save, but don't put your dreams in some cheap representation of what you desire. He's reversed. Now is the time to break free, spend a little bit, have a little bit of fun, do what you are dreaming, not that cheap representation.
Yeah.
That's where I was trying to go.
I
Sorry
love
it took
that.
me so long to get there. Somebody else is gonna get your money, I promise.
One way or another. If you
Yeah.
haven't got it, they can't get it. So
Right?
So maybe that's saying spend it on yourself,
Yeah.
So many people won't. Oh my God. Okay, my mom. Oh my God. She refuses to get anything for herself because what happens if when I die, I don't have anything to leave you? I didn't earn that damn money. Spend it, Mom. Your quality of life is, it's like, I'm telling you, Mom, if you're watching this, spend the damn money on yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sharon. That's permission to
yeah, have some fun, Mandy.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
But I'm already going to have the fun from my Taurus rising message of that you gave me. So yeah.
Oh,
so combined with my Aquarius, there's going to be no holding me back on this new moon in Leo.
You have to buy a strip show or something.
So the last of the air signs is actually me, and once again this is for me because this is Gemini, which is the mutable air sign, and Sharon and I, we have Gemini moons. So the message is Page of Coins reversed. There he is. Okay, so for the mutable air, I'm getting a card that I often associate with mutable earth, and it has come up in reverse. I'm going to go with the Mercury here. I just feel don't miss out on kind of like the fun that you could have on this new moon in Leo, which is a very sort of fun, adventurous, vibrant place. Don't miss out on this because of silly little details, that could just honestly stop you from and hold you back from enjoying yourself and being a little bit adventurous and just kind of like embracing that fire energy. Don't let your little sort of sensible side and the little tiny unimportant sensible details get in the way of you actually just doing something that you would really like to do, or starting something you'd really like to start on this new moon in Leo. That's it. That's my message.
So you've
Love
got 3 messages of have some damn fun. Oh, Mandy, you need it.
I do. Watch out, world. On the 8th of August, anything could happen here in Cambridge.
Nothing illegal.
I'm currently open-minded and kind of welcoming suggestions. Okay.
Who knows? You know, as far as laws go, that it is, and I think I've told you this, Mandy, it is illegal to keep a donkey in your bathtub in Georgia.
Yes, you have. And perhaps that might be the way I go with this. I don't know.
There are some really goofy laws out there. Look at
Why
Khalid.
donkeys in particular? Why donkeys?
I didn't write the law.
That's so
It's
weird.
mad.
So if it is illegal, it may not really be pertinent. So do something more fun than putting a donkey in your bathtub.
Yeah. Yeah.
So all right, so now we come to the last round of 3, which is the water sign, and I'm kicking it off with the cardinal water sign of Cancer. So what is the advice on the occasion of the new moon in Leo for anyone with the sun, moon, or ascendant in the sign of Cancer? Oh, let me have a look at this. Okay, so I got this card in reverse, but it is the 3 of Wands, so it's a fiery card, but it's got plenty of water, as you can see, right? So 3 of Wands is a card of like, you know, you pitch your, what do you call it? You pitch your money, your time, invest it in an idea, and you sort of wait. Observantly, you wait, right? And I feel like the reversal here is sort of a message saying it's like, don't give up hope too easily. Don't get discouraged too easily. And if you've been already spending effort trying to achieve something in your life or manifest something in your life, but you've been finding, okay, this is where the fire and the water blend. You've been finding that the emotional labor required to keep that vision going is heavy. It's been heavy. Yeah, don't let yourself give up now and just cave into the urge to surrender and just put everything to sleep, you know? Accept the difficulty and the disappointment, the possible disappointment of the delay, and just stick with it. So I feel like for Cancer, the message is less not to start something new, but try to work more on manifesting something that you've already conceived and you've already been working with for some time. Yeah.
Okay. I'll let
Alright.
Gretel know. I will let her know.
So for Scorpio, right? Scorpio, sun,
Yeah.
moon, or ascendant. What is the message for you? I liked that message for Cancer, by the way, because Cancer's got that cardinality. They're that forward momentum, and when they get a cog in the in the
Mm,
works, they kind of then they get disappointed or
Yes,
yeah.
I testify, Moon and Cancer, I get discouraged easily. And
Yeah.
give up.
They need that forward momentum. So for Scorpio, strange moon. Just a strange moon. A lot of the cards are saying just enjoy some stuff. I've got the 9 of Swords in reverse.
Mm.
oh,
As you were. That's the 10. That's the 10 of Swords in reverse. This 10 of Swords looks like a cross between the 9 and the 8, actually.
Mm.
As
Ouch.
yeah,
Painful
he's tied
card.
up, he's trapped, he's not happy, he's got his head down. Well, duh. I mean, it's like he didn't choose to be there, I don't believe.
Mm.
But it's in reverse. I think right now, Scorpio, you've got a lot of anxiety and stress going on that are affecting your quality of life. That you would rather just close your eyes and go to sleep
Mhm.
than be awake thinking about things. A lot of time sleeping, avoiding, anxietying. It's a new word. Like put it in your dictionaries. um, find some way in your manifestations. A lot of this, I do believe, is in your head. You're like finding things to worry about. Not saying all your worries and anxieties are stuff you're making up, but it's
Mm.
like you're over processing something and making something like making a mountain out of a molehill. Find a way in your manifestation on this new moon in Leo to lessen that, to lighten that. Find out why you're obsessing. You are obsessing and making worries out of into something bigger than they are, and you're hurting yourself. So use this time to heal and to either remove yourself from that which is giving you so much anxiety, or instead of worrying about it, manifest a way to repair it.
Mhm.
All right.
I
That's for
love that message.
Scorpio.
Mm. Very
okay,
powerful.
so last but not least, we have the mutable water sign of Pisces. What is the message if you are a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising on this new moon coming up on the 8th of August in Leo? Wow. Wow, wow. I have also got Sharon. Oh, no, sorry. Yours was the 10 of Swords reversed, and I've got the 10 of Wands reversed.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you are, I mean, I'm feeling that it is possibly a similar sort of message, but let me just go with it here. If you are a Pisces, it's mutable water. That the sign of Leo is that fixed fire sign, and it's very it's very bright, and it's very, it's very sustained and energized, and it's I don't know, like sometimes if you're kind of like emotionally possibly a little bit all over the place, and I'm not saying that is always the case with Pisces, but I have got the 10 of Wands reversed here. So I'm just feeling, if you are feeling a little bit kind of weighed down by emotions, it is possible that the collective energy of all these kind of like highly positive, confident people all enjoying this new moon in Leo might actually just kind of be a bit too much for you. It might be quite irritating for you. And I just feel, as a Pisces person, you don't have to join in with all the kind of like the Leo sort of merriment, if that makes any sense. I just feel just to kind of recognize that things are not as emotionally burdened, which is similar to what you had, Sharon. You are not as burdened emotionally as perhaps you think you are. That might just be enough for you on this new moon. But the thing I'm worried about with the Pisces is the feeling somewhat intimidated by the Leo energy. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, what? I almost feel a sort of a bit of a resentment there. It's like, why is everybody else having a good time? Why do I have to have all these troubles and woes or whatever? Why is everything so much for me while everybody else is having a good time? And I kind of like feel that's an unnecessary burden to add to your load, like having that resentment towards other people that maybe don't have, you know, the problems that you've got at the moment. Just let that one go, because that's not helpful. Sorry, but I'm just not feeling this new moon in Leo is the best time for the Pisces. That's what I'm getting. Sorry, ended on a bit of a downer there, but
everybody else is gonna have fun. No.
I'm going to be having a wonderful time on the 8th of August. So if you are Pisces, just keep away from me. I'm sorry if that's going to annoy you.
Well, that's hilarious. Oh God, no, I just love, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that interpretation, but it just felt so real, you know, so authentic.
I wasn't expecting it either. It's just the way it went as it came out of my mouth. So yeah, but it is what it is. But it now I'm looking at it, I'm still standing by it. It feels appropriate to say that. Yeah.
So. No, but I'm with you, Pisces. It doesn't look like, I mean, even though I have, well, I got one positive card from Sharon, but one easy, smooth card. I believe it was the Page of Swords for Leo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for my Capricorn rising, Queen of Wands, I can't be selfish. And then for my Cancer moon, I got Three of Wands reversed, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, again, kind of like this is a corrective message, you know, don't give up easily, blah blah. And then so I sympathize with the Pisces, so I'm with you on this new moon. Yeah.
Well, thank you all very much for listening. You know, I hope you all made it through to the end. The thing is, those that did make it through to the end are probably the Pisces people, so we probably won't be hearing from them again. So after that brutal message from Mandy on the moon, but there you have it. It may all turn out very well for you by our next gathering.
Yes.
So if you enjoyed this or you've got any comments at all, please do subscribe, like, leave a message, sign up for our newsletter, join our Patreon, and we are all available for reading. So you don't have to have a reading with me. You can have one with Positive Khalid or Happy Sharon. Okay, so we will see you all the next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for engaging with us. Please like, subscribe and share. To book a personal, in-depth reading and to learn more about our incredible courses in tarot and astrology, please visit our website www.thepomegranate.grove.com.